Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now look, so for this one, I'm gonna be telling y'all about these people in these jails slash prisons with these phones. Y'all think they might be getting away with something, but they not. So again, here I am again on my daughter's phone again. I want y'all to watch this video. Now this video is 2 years old, right? But it's still what can you say, relevant. You know what I'm saying? Now let's get to the video.
The cell phone video now has a Fulton County detention officer off the job and facing some very serious charges. The video shows 36-year-old Kawana Jenkins engaged in a lewd act, and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office says it was with an inmate. Channel 2's Audrey Washington's live at the Fulton County Jail. Audrey, you spoke with the now former officer's mother.
Right, and she was clearly very upset when she spoke with me. Now, according to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, that cell phone with that explicit video on it was actually found during a shakedown right here inside the Fulton County Jail. From a detention officer uniform to a Fulton County jail jumpsuit, 36-year-old Kawana Jenkins now faces a slew of serious charges. This week, Fulton County Sheriff deputies arrested Jenkins after an explicit cell phone video involving an inmate surfaced. We blurred and stopped the video before the more graphic part, but in the cell phone video, you can see Jenkins sitting in her uniform. Then a man's finger appears near her mouth. She next performs a sexual act on the man's finger before the video abruptly ends. Wednesday, we went to Jenkins' home for comment on the situation. Her mother responded through the door. Hi, Miss Jenkins. This is Audrey Washington from Channel 2.
She's not here. No comment, please.
Okay, no comment?
I'm her mother. I don't have no comment.
Officials with the sheriff's office told us deputies initially found the contraband cell phone and subsequently the lewd video during a shakedown of the Fulton County Jail. In a statement, Sheriff Pat Labat wrote, quote, "As Sheriff of Fulton County, I am committed to transparency and to holding each and every employee accountable to the oath they have taken to protect and serve our community. The actions of this one individual are certainly not a reflection of the men and women of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office." Tuesday, a judge granted Jenkins bond. Still, Jenkins faces improper sexual contact and cruelty to inmate charges. And the sheriff's office confirmed that the office did fire Jenkins. As for this incident, we are still asking whether or not this is her first incident involving an inmate. We have not heard back. And right now we are live here right outside the Fulton County Jail here in Northwest.
All right. So, y'all seen the video. So now, what I got to say on this. Look, them boys in jail slash prison with them phones going live and making videos and popping all these shit and all of that, they getting a case built on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember, you in their house now. You know what I'm saying? The judge sentenced you. The judge put you on punishment. Think about back in the days when your parents put you on punishment and they said you couldn't go outside. You know, they take your privileges from you. They tell you can't come out your room for the day. You know, you can't watch your TV. You know, no talking on the house phone, you know, because back then it was house phones. You know what I'm saying? So all my people that's around my age and up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about with the house phone ears, you know. But my point is like I said, when your parents put you on punishment, they took those things that you like from you. It's a punishment. And if you get caught with those things, what do? They add more time to your punishment. You get your ass whooped, you know what I'm saying? You get more stuff taken. It's taken for longer now. So if you was just on punishment for a week and you violated your punishment, now you got 2 weeks or you got a month now. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with jail. When you in there violating their rules because you are on punishment, Whether if it's just for a year or if it's for 20 years, you are on punishment. Meaning, you cannot possess a cell phone in a jail. Period. So when you see these guys in jail on them phones, trust me, the system know. They know every nook and cranny of that building, every square inch to the T. When you put their what can you call it, their inmate clothing on, you are a product of their property. Think of it this way. If you had brought somebody into your home and just say they took something out your house, ain't you gonna know that something was taken out your house? Even if you don't realize it at that very second, you know that something came up missing. Even if it took you a month later, if it took you a year later, however long it took you to realize that whatever it is missing. It's the same thing with jail. They know when something is in their house that's not supposed to be there. Just like you know when something is in your house when it's not supposed to be there. And you know when something is missing from your house and it's supposed to be there. Same thing with jail, man. Them boys not getting away with nothing. They building cases on them. How I'm relating the video I just showed you. This is a corrections officer that got caught on one of their cell phones. They did a shakedown, meaning go lock up in your cell, and then they come by cell to cell and tear that bitch up until they find what they looking for. You know what I'm saying? And why is that? Because 9 times out of 10 it's something in that unit. Now, they do random shakedowns all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I could just about guarantee you this wasn't no random shakedown. This was a shakedown because they knew something was going on in there. And what they did, they caught this cell phone with this correctional officer on it. So guess what? Now that CO, she got charges now. And what you think happened with the inmate that had the damn cell phone? His charge about to go through the roof. He might not even get out. I'm just keeping it 100. They might burn his ass. He might not ever get out. Real talk. Because the thing you got to understand what that is again, you violating they house rules. You know what I'm saying? And with a situation like that, that's against one of their officers. You know what I'm saying? You don't do nothing to the police, especially in jail. You don't do nothing to them. You touch one of them while you in jail, you through. You through. Whether if you fight them or you have any type of sexual contact with them, they burn your ass. They don't play that about their officers. You know what I'm saying? They don't play that. The officers is there to protect and serve. So if you do anything to those officers besides doing what they tell you to do, they cook you. They cook you. Again, you are in their house. You know what I'm saying? When they built that jail or that prison, before they started bringing inmates in there, they had to do walkthroughs through that building numerous of times. They had to get training on that building numerous of times because they knew when they was going to bring all these inmates in there, they knew this type of thing was going to happen. They know what's going to happen. Same thing with like housing projects, how they say, the poor people, live in the urban communities and things like that, and the housing projects they had set up, it was all set up. It was set up for them in a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with jail. Jail is set up for criminals. So guess what? they got to think like a criminal. Meaning when they go in there and do them look-throughs before the criminals come in there, when they go look through there, they have to think like a criminal. Where would he put this? Where would he put that? Oh, okay. He got that much room. He got that much room. He could possibly put something here, put something there. So again, they know every square inch of that building. You not getting away with nothing behind they walls. If you was, then why you not free? This to the guys that's in jail with them cell phones trying to make everybody believe that they in there doing what they want. Why you ain't free then? Since, you know, you such a boss, you get phones, you got whatever you want in jail, you do whatever you want, right? Again, this is to them guys that's in jail on them phones. If you in their boss life and all that shit like that, why you ain't free? Why you can't get out? I mean, you do what you want, you that guy and all of that. You got a cell phone in jail. Why you can't get out? See, you don't got no excuse now, you know, with the pay phones. You can't call a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. You got a cell phone. You can call your lawyer at 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't free? The flex would be getting out of there, not showing what's going on in there. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why we don't just see people in prison. You know, you might see pictures of things, you know, a little clip or two or something, but you don't see everyday life of being in prison. You know what I'm saying? They don't even allow cameras through there like that. Like, my whole 4 years I ain't never seen a camera in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like a camera phone or somebody, you know, recording with a camera. I never seen that. You know what I'm saying? For real. And you know what? Just in case it did happen, just to say if somebody did come through there with a camera recording, they was a part of the departments, you know what I'm saying, the corrections department. They might not necessarily worked at that prison, but they was connected with them somehow, some way. They might have came from another prison or, you know, some shit like that. They was under the court system or something like that. Them will be the only kind of people that can come through there and record anything. You know what I'm saying? Not just no regular YouTuber want to record some shit. That's not how it go. So please believe when them guys be going live and all this shit, and they be showing what the inside of them prison look like, them walls look like on the daily, they building a case on them. They building a case on them. Trust me. And I can guarantee you that's what happened with this woman. You know, she in there having sexual favors, you know, with the inmate. He get to recording her on the phone. You know, and shout out to Jai. Yeah, commented and you know, cause I made a live about this, you know. But you know, this is the video version. So it was a guy named Jai in the comments. You know, he said in Georgia, they got a lot of phones, you know what I'm saying, in the system, and not enough officers, you know. Well, that video I just showed you, that was Fulton County, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta. And you see what happened there. So maybe they don't got enough officers there, but guess what? They got the technology. They gonna catch everything that was being done in there, and they gonna correct everything. You know what I'm saying? That's their system. It might take some time, you know what I'm saying? But them niggas they got in there, them niggas ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So, meaning, they don't got to be in the rush to charge them, you know what I'm saying, or take whatever they got. They don't got to be in no rush. Them boys ain't going nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So, they ain't worried about them. You know, they going to get them when they get them. But guess what? Them boys is in their house. So, they got them. They, trust me. Again, like I said, this all might take a couple of years, because I did see something about Georgia having a lot of cell phones in a system. You know what I'm saying? So it most definitely probably is true. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing from it. But my point is that they know what's in there because that's their home. They know what's in there. So guess what? They gonna double back when they ready. Just like how the feds is jumping on everybody with these PPP loans. Everybody that did PPP loans back in 2020. You know what I'm saying? 2021. It's 2025. They grabbing their ass now. And they still got more time and they still got a lot more people to grab. You know what I'm saying? When it come to you dealing with the system, they always win. The system always win. You know what I'm saying? So again, don't be thinking that not only you ain't even a civilian no more, you an inmate now. You was like the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no say so. You are a nobody. You just a number. And you are locked away from the world. Still inside the world, but you're locked away from the world. You have very minimum contact with the world. And you think you're going to get one of the most precious privileges that we have on earth right now, which is cell phones. You think you being on punishment, like I said in the beginning, you on punishment. You thinking that you being on punishment allows you to have a cell phone. Guess what? Your punishment is about to get extended. Again, you in their house. They know what you doing. Little do you know they have cameras in the prison. You know what I'm saying? It ain't when you go to prison, that's just it. Like, no, they got cameras in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they see everything. You're not doing nothing in there that they don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That's just simple. You know? The only thing that they probably can't account for is at night if you and your bunkie in there cutting and they just saw, probably just walked past, just did they round and you and your bunkie got it on. Because, in prison, when the cops come do their rounds, you know what I'm saying? And after they do their round, they don't come back around for a whole nother hour. So you got an hour in your cell with your bunkie before they even break the doors. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers know, hey, as soon as the cop make his round, they can get it in. That's about the only thing the cop don't know about, And the cops, they don't care to know about that. You know what I'm saying? It's just if they catch you, y'all niggas through. That's a sexual charge. You can't do that. You have no privileges. So just think, if you can't even, do your thing, mail to mail, in your cell, you know what I'm saying? What make you think you can have a cell phone? You can't even let nature happen inside of a cell that you are in with. Even if you do go that way. You know what I'm saying? You can't even do that. So again, everybody be talking about, all the fags in jail, that's what niggas like being and all of that. Man, look, it ain't as simple as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? If you in there doing them type of acts, you know what I'm saying? You got to know when to do that. Because you get caught, that's a charge. Meaning more time. So if you could get busted for that, what make you think them cell phones is just sliding like that? They not, man. Don't believe the hype. These guys that's making these videos and these lives, I'm telling you, they about to get themselves cooked, man. It might take some time to spin around, but stay tuned. It's going to be out there one day. And y'all going to be like, yeah, Mr. Roll-Up said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I've been in there. You know what I'm saying? I did 4 years behind the walls, man. I know. You know what I'm saying? That shit false. That shit is false. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And I did my time 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Technology advanced so much in 10 years. You real life think that these niggas in there walking around with their cell phones and the cops don't know. The cops is stationed in a unit. So not only they are already in prison, they have cops stationed in a unit to watch them at all times. So you being watched at all times, and there's cameras in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't as simple as these niggas make it seem, man. You know, all of that shit is fairy tale, you know. So the lesson behind all this, right? Stop thinking jail is a party. It's not. Stop letting these people influence you that jail is a party. It's not. That shit is reality, and you locked away from the world, and you are a nobody. Don't let these jailbirds make you think different, like they sweet and they in there living life. They are miserable. They lying to you. They're miserable. Everybody in jail, prison is miserable. Every last one of them. I don't care how much time they got. I don't care if dude was getting out tomorrow. All of them are miserable. They are trapped. They're trapped. You know what I'm saying? They know what's going on in their home. So don't think that jail is sweet, because them boys that do that stupid stuff, they got charges coming. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be going to court. You might hear about it, you might not, but I can guarantee you they gonna catch all of them. They got nothing but time. That's their house, and they got those motherfuckers in custody. You know what I'm saying? That's it. They get with them when they want to. But the motherfuckers that do that, you know, playing with them phones like that in jail, they crash outs anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers that's trying to get out and go home, they wouldn't be on no phones. Why? Why? I'm about to go home. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck would I be playing around on the phone for? You know? A nigga that's going home won't even touch your cell phone. And the nigga about to go home, he ain't even gonna touch that cell phone. He cool. He can call people off the payphone. He straight. He about to go home. He not about to jeopardize himself like that. So all them niggas that be in jail on them phones and shit, them niggas got time. You know what I'm saying? So again, the lesson is, don't think jail sweet, because these guys real life miserable. They just trying to create a illusion. You know what I'm saying? It's fake. Don't believe that shit. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.